Hi guys, welcome. Thank you once again for joining. This is a beautiful Monday, and Andy and myself are here to see. Let's together see how OnPassive, each product of OnPassive is going to be a source of income. Welcome, Andy.
Hi everyone, happy Monday.
Yeah, great one indeed. So just roll on and start saying whatever you think.
Okay, this is a good subject. I like the subject because there are obviously various products that we've got in the ecosystem right now which are free, which is great. But we've got one paid product, and I won't go into the ins and outs of what's going on at the moment. We don't need to do that. We've covered that. But what we do need to do is to say, look, we've got a paid product in the form of a video conferencing platform. And very soon we will have many more other paid products, things like Academy, things like OCreate, things like ODomain, things like,
OTRACKER, yeah.
yeah, okay. So all of these are paying products. And there will be many more, because we know there are at least 50 odd products that are likely to be released over the course of the coming next few years. But what's interesting is you may find that you take on a customer, or you get a customer that signs up to use OCONNECT because not only is the product far superior, but value for money, etc. So let's say, for argument's sake, that I've got 100 customers, and from those 100 customers I'm getting a 25% of what they're paying every month to use OCONNECT as a commission, right? Then all of a sudden, the company then release ODomain. And again, let's say, for argument's sake, that with ODomain, it's paid on an annual basis. So those 100 customers, out of those 100 customers, 50 may say, oh, I want a domain name, that'd be ideal. So they sign up for ODomain, and ODomain is going to be similar to GoDaddy. If you like, we have this certification that allows us to do that and to be able to offer domain names to others. But again, what we get is we get 25% of what they pay this year and next year and the year after, and so on. Okay, then we have OCreate. OCreate comes along, and that's another monthly paid product. And that then is going to create another, out of those 100 customers we've already got, they go, oh, okay, there's another 50 of those that say, oh, I could do with using that. And that's another 25% of what they pay monthly. So now I've got a pay rise based upon, I've only got 100 customers. We've released another couple of products, but I've increased my income and increased my income. All right, so every single paying product becomes another source of income. And you may find, as time goes on, that we advertise for products that are like OTRACKER, for argument's sake. So OTRACKER is another one that's going to come on shortly. And we know that with Google Analytics, it's hellishly expensive on a monthly basis. Ours is far superior because it includes everything from that everyone's got, plus a few more, but it's a fraction of that cost. So we could take on another 50 odd clients or customers just to use OTRACKER. Now I've got 100 customers with OCONNECT, and now I've got another 50 with OTRACKER. Those ones that are using OCONNECT may then look at OTRACKER and go, well, that's great, I'll have some of that as well. So now I haven't increased my customer base, but I've increased my commission, because some of the guys that purchased OTRACKER are now going to use OCONNECT, and vice versa. Yeah, does that make sense?
Okay, yes, yeah, sure, it does make sense. Go ahead. I thought you.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, so then what we add to that, as we said, Academy, OCreate, ODomain, all of this becomes another income. And the thing is, if you've got a superior product at a value for money payment, why would you move? Why would you go somewhere else? Now, for those of us that are affiliates and can suggest to some of the people that come on that to use the products like OCONNECT and OTRACKER, etc., to register and sign up as an affiliate, they could actually get paid to use those products. Now that really kind of like,
Andy, you when you say like this, because sometimes people, especially those who joined recently or those who've not been following, they might not try to get it. It's quite easy. Sometimes like Red would say, when we finally stabilize and we're out there, first of all, by what? Because officially we're going to go viral by the power of artificial intelligence and the powerful marketing team that we've got. And secondly, by word of mouth, as Red would always say, that people, it's just like a great movie, some new movie you watch in the cinema, everybody talks about it in town and so on. That is how it's going to happen. And secondly, getting every product, it's not for nothing. It's not as if you just pick it and put in your shop. So another question, if people don't get it, they will start wondering like, where do I get money to buy all these products from? Yes, you are selling, because we remember that all of these products, your job is buy them, live in the marketplace, and what happens, they go out there, do the marketing campaign, close the sales on our behalf. And so the moment you start selling one product, two product, you don't take out everything and you know you're going to put more and more, make it much better. You don't take home everything. You save up for the next product so that immediately it's there, buy it and just leave it there. And then Ash and his friend, they take it out there and put it in the eyeballs of those who are looking for it. And like you say, if everybody is like me and a few others here, sometimes I go to the shop to buy just bread and come back with a full trolley. That is how the OnPassive ecosystem is. I think that's
yeah,
I do that a lot. Sometimes I'm like, all right, I just came here to buy bread. Why am I carrying all of these luggages? That's what OnPassive is doing. No businessman will come in there for OCONNECT and then sees all stuff which they need, or what's that other one, or counting and all of
OTRACKER,
those which
yeah,
they all need, OTRACKER and stuff which they need.
absolutely.
Yeah, who's going home without those? They are not only good, they are not only state of the art, they are cost effective, and all of those put together, Andy. That's how I think from my own,
See, again, let's go back to basics here, Comfort, because the only company that's ever tried to do something remotely similar over the last 30 odd years is Microsoft, when they created, Word and PowerPoint and Excel. Okay, minimal number of products, but under one umbrella, if you like. Okay, so now all of a sudden we've got bits of everything under one umbrella. So anybody that does video conferencing, anybody that owns a website, anybody and any company that has their own website, changes their own website, needs OCreate, ODomain, etc. All of these things. Then we come to the hosting. So, the hosting is an extremely expensive monopoly currently. All right, we've got Amazon Web Services. I think they call them All Star. Is a small company, although they still made over 4.5 billion or something stupid. Microsoft and Google. Okay, so there's a monopoly here, and what's happened in the past is that Amazon Web Services just go, do you know what? We're going to up the price, and there's nothing companies can do about it because they've got nowhere else to go, and all of the companies are doing the same thing. So it's constant up, 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 up. Now, if we've got hosting, so a company will come along, we host their website, perfect. We're going to get another commissionable product, and that's going to be paid monthly. So that's another income stream. But all of the products that are going to come out are going to be needed by every single person that uses the internet. Now, some of these people that use the internet will never buy a product. I get that. I understand that. Okay. Because we've got 5.2 billion or 5.3 billion odd potential customers today. That'll be 6.5 billion in a few years' time, and 7, and so on. So, but there will be a large proportion out of those that will never purchase a product because they won't need it. But if you think about it, OCONNECT is a product that everyone needs, because just keeping in touch with your family, all right, it's the basic. Yeah, it's the very least. But at the end of the day, you would use that to keep in touch with friends. Now we're going to get OPAL, and that's something that everyone in Africa will use. Well, how many people are there in Africa? 1 billion?
All right, that's a good question. About a billion or so. I don't. Yeah.
Well, there's 1 billion odd in India, so Africa must have right the way across. That's a billion. But bottom line is, all of these different things under one umbrella, easy access, far superior, etc. Each one of them becomes a separate income stream. And once a customer starts using a product, it's unlikely that they'll ever stop using the product, because it is value for money, because it is superior, and as Ash has pointed out, all of these things will continue to get better because there'll be new add-ons and new extras being added in all of the time. And he's already told us that OCONNECT will look totally different in 3 months' time. Well, it's good now, isn't it? Or it's exceptional now. It's going to be even more exceptional in 3 months' time. So,
Exactly.
you know, so once they're in as a customer,
Hmm.
they're unlikely to leave. And
That's
the
very true.
question, go on, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, because I was thinking, when you talk about, I'm happy you said Microsoft is remotely, did something that OnPassive is doing now. But then, if there was another qualifier to bring it below remote, because the difference here is what they have, how affordable is it, how many people afford what he has, how many people make a bit of money from it, like you would from OnPassive. OnPassive has made it so easy that everybody and anybody, some people will learn how to use the internet now just because they have heard about OnPassive. Some are just joining the internet now, maybe because they've got means, their families have upgraded them to that point, and before they know it, they get OnPassive. And like you rightly say, it's affordable to all, because there are some of those products, even like the what is the video thing of this the other video conferencing platforms. Everybody and anybody needs it, especially in the developing countries. Most of their families, they live abroad, they live in other places and stuff. Sometimes they miss their children or they miss their loved ones. That means it's not there like used be on the Zoom or be on all of those conference calls. But Ash had made it so simple that even your mom back home, they can still afford it, because you buy it, you teach them how to use it, you put them on it, and you have a chat all the time. They talk to their grandchildren all over the world and all of those things. And it makes life quite different, Andy, because there are times, because the modern Africa, those in the cities and stuff, they don't have problem there. They have everything like here in the Western world. But those who are out there in the suburbs and stuff, sometimes they're just cut off from the world. No electricity, nothing and all. But then what Ash is giving here includes just everything. It includes everybody, and it's going to provide for all. It makes it so easy that it's even difficult to understand. But somebody just needs to stop by, have a look, because yeah, that's how it is. One thing, sometimes when we explain this, because we still want people to understand, both those who are in and those who are passing by. Others feel like we're trying to hype. You don't hype OnPassive. You just need to pop in there and see what they're saying. Then you get blown away by yourself. But then it goes really, really a long way, farther than any other thing we have ever seen before. Because I was just checking, when you go, like getting, I told you about my try to say, okay, let me see what it takes to become an affiliate with Amazon. The least you could pay to train to become one is 3,000 a month. Where is 3,000? I don't have, and things like that. But OnPassive makes it affordable for anybody and everybody. So some people who thought they could not need it, they now see the need, because they know what they're going to use it for, like the OCONNECT in the first place, Academy, and then. I think it's quite
I mean,
yeah.
let me add to what you're saying here, because, and it was an interesting point that the Papua New Guinea guys brought up the other week in the OCONNECT call that they did. The old version of the version of the platform we were using before uses a lot of data. And obviously data is very precious in Africa and Papua New Guinea, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And yet the guys in Papua New Guinea said the new OCONNECT uses a fraction of the data that they used to use. So
Mm-hmm.
it's got to be cheaper from that point of view, because data is king, isn't it?
Right, indeed.
Yeah.
Sure it is.
So and it's easier to get on and stay on.
Mm-hmm.
So when you used to reach 14 to 15 odd thousand out of the maximum of 20,
Mm-hmm.
people used to fall off or drop off because their signal kept losing.
Right.
And obviously, from our point of view, the system in place will be, or will get to the point where these people will be sent bandwidth so that they can be on. So you've got this far superior product. Who is going to leave if they're using something like this? And as we said, the next one is OPAL. So you might be paying for OPAL, or you might not be paying for OPAL. We don't know yet, but it's another string to the bow. It's another form of, guys, you've got to see this. This is something else. And you encourage others or share this with others. They come in, they have a look around. They go, oh, OPAL's really good. Oh, hold on a minute. There's OCONNECT. I'll have that. You know, there is so much going on. Now, we're just talking about the digital products for the moment, but there are possibilities that in the future we could have physical products too. And these could be, large one-offs, or possibly monthly, or, health and vitamins, for instance. If we had vitamins, people use these on a monthly basis, so they become a monthly cost. I'm not saying that that's what we're going to
Yeah,
get.
yeah,
I'm
sure.
just giving an
Mm-hmm.
example.
Right.
But
Well, Andy, when you go back to the data thing you were talking about, even yesterday, Frank testified from home. So many people called from home, though, even the week when they just brought the new version of OCONNECT. You remember this guy who came and speaking in French? He
yeah,
called it an achievement to finally find himself on OnPassive, and everybody from Africa and all of those parts of the world where they were struggling. When you ask each person, they say, just at the click, I found myself there. Just at a click, I found myself there. So I'm just beginning to talk, to think, I've just checked, like you asked me the population of Africa. I've never thought of that for some reason. I just checked that it's about 1.4 billion people. This is what happens with WhatsApp, Andy. My brother John is here. John would say the network is epileptic. Why? Because the moment you call, like you call your auntie, you have a very serious discussion, and before you know it is good, and that's it. You say start connecting and connecting, it's never coming. But then if you already know how all connect is, and you know that OPAL is something that is coming to be like Ocon, or like the other thing, WhatsApp. So just think what is going to be like. So life is totally going to be different, and the rate at which it is. So guys, what we're saying here, know the topic remains that every OnPassive product is a source of income, which means how many sources of income, how many streams of income do you want? How much? What is your dream house? What's your dream car? What's your dream thing you want to do to change mankind, to change somebody's life before you leave this planet Earth? You can do it, because OnPassive makes it easy for you. The only thing is show up, get the very first product, and things will never be the same again, because you don't struggle like, oh, I get to do inventories, I get stuff, I put in my house, I sell, I don't sell, and things like that. They are all digital. They're sitting there looking at you. You just subscribe to them, leave it there. And Ash and his team, they know where exactly to take them to. And that you just wait. Before you know it, you get the signal, you've got commission, you've got commission, you've got commission. You don't do anything. It's just as easy as that. So, Andy, you remember this thing Collins was talking about last evening about the Apple guy, or what company is it, where the secretary waited for a number of years. Say, oh my God, you promised us 3-4 years and so on. Say, wait, because if you go now, you will lose so and so amount of
yeah,
money.
Alibaba.
Yeah, yeah, Alibaba, right? So I think maybe you go from there. Let's see, Andy.
Well, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the lady was waiting and waiting and waiting for Alibaba to launch, and no, I don't want to do it anymore, I want my money back type touch. And no, carry on, we will get there. Your money's going to be worth 5-10 times what you paid in, etc. And it turned out to be far greater than that. But that's not we're not just in this for that. Collins does a great analogy about the shop side of things, and we talk obviously on a regular basis to Peter Rogers, good friend of ours, who owns a convenience store. So he has to buy stock on a weekly basis to put back in. What we do is, if the product is paid for monthly, we pay for it monthly. If it's paid for annually, we would pay for it annually. If it's paid for 6 monthly, we pay for it 6 monthly. It's irrelevant. At the end of the day, the more we have in our shop, the more products that the company are going to be able to offer to us, to our customers, and to those that use the internet. So this is where it gets exciting. The more things you have in your shop, and obviously the ultimate aim here is to be able to, for the company to set each of us up with, as an affiliate, our own website, drive traffic to that website, customers come on board, they deal with all the customer support, they do the sales, they market to them on a regular basis, and we sit back and take the commission. What could be easier?
So yeah, sure. I think there's no need to over discuss this point because it's just the way it is. And OnPassive remains a matter of when and not if, because it's already a done deal. So what you need to be doing now is working your brains. Have I already activated my OCONNECT? I'm just waiting for things to kick off. Have I not activated yet? I'm just waiting for things to open up and activate and get to business, because it's all a success and there's no other opportunity we shall ever have in this generation like OnPassive. And I end with this.
Absolutely. And I'm very excited by what's going on, and it's coming soon.
Yep. Yeah, it is. So we just hang on there. Why we bring these things here to discuss is to know that we don't need to blink. Just hang on there. Keep on keeping on. Before we know it, it's going to come. Before we know it, we're celebrating. So that's all we think we have tonight. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, guys, and see you soon. Bye.